Well, hello streamers. I'll be right with you. It seems every man and his dog who's a streamer at the moment does have a cold. I think I was one of the first ones to it. I'm still getting over it anyway, but it's not as bad as it was. But welcome to the SFR GT Challenge. This is the Elite Division, round number 1. This is the first time they'll be scoring points today. The point system for both the Elite and Pro divisions, they use the same scoring system. Every position from 1st to 15th will score a point, and they must have been deemed to have completed at least 70% of the race distance. First will score 34 points, second 28, 24 for third, 20 for fourth, and it goes down from there by 2, so 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1 till we get to 15. And welcome along everyone. The racing should be getting underway in just a moment. We've finished qualifying. Looks like Marzan from the FIA GT World Finals has taken the top spot here for the first race. He'll be beaten, or sorry, not beaten, but he'll be joined by Turismo Cooper on the front row, and his teammate AMS Dean Tisto and Gnarly up in 4th. So Gnarly putting in the practice session this week by the looks of things. Not much, Vic. You've done well in the qualifying, bro. Congratulations on the 4th. Hoodie, what did you get for the PlayStation? I don't know what. Did you get a steering wheel? A new one? Maybe a rig that moves? You could have gotten anything. I want to hear it though. It sounds fun. Ah, you got a G29, nice. Yeah, the G29. You were right. You were asking. Were you asking about asking about a wheel last week? I can't remember. I feel like it's been so long. I've done so much work around the house. Yeah, the G29 gang. I was once a part of that gang, but I sold it when I bought the TGT. But the G29 is a solid wheel. Even the G27, if you just go on PC, same wheel basically, just different numbers. But its shifter's got a lot more buttons on it than the shifter you got to buy with the G29. Actually, it comes with the G27. That's how much of a better deal it is. Nice. So we're going to be seeing you using it in the Pro division. Tip, just be smooth on the wheel, man. Smooth movements, no jerky actions, just like driving a car basically. Alright, I think we're about to start here at Lago Maggiore. The grid will be set. Still getting used to it. Fair enough. Don't be scared for too long though. You'll probably find you're a lot quicker once you get acclimated to the wheel. Alright, well, yeah, there was not long to go. The grid's been set. So once the grid's been set, we can get into it. So hopefully, about 2 minutes' time, the race will be ready to go. So welcome along, everyone. And welcome, and thank you, Vasil Mirel Dodu. I'm sorry I can't say your name properly, but thank you very much, dude. Thanks, Dodu, for chucking a like along the stream. This is the SFR GT Elite Division. Wreckfest is good. I've only got it on the computer, but it's good. I don't like how they had a DLC since everyone on the console got it, but it's still a good game, regardless. I'm not a big fan of DLC at any point, be it cosmetic or not. That's my view and take on it all. That's why it took me so long to buy Dirt Rally 2, because I was waiting until it was cheap enough to actually be worth it. Because you still don't get a lot of stuff in that game, because you still got to buy a lot of it, which annoys me. But anyway. So there will be 3 reserve drivers driving tonight. DNA Stag is driving. He will be eligible for team points as well. He's using J-Mag's car. The other 2 reserve drivers can only get driver points for themselves. Let's find out who they are. It is Spike Lord and Autista XR for AMS. So they're the 2 reserves as well. The other reserve, DNA Stag, will get team points. He's eligible for team points. Yeah, Ntaku is Captain Goof. I know, everyone's changing their bloody PSNs on me. I can't keep up with all the changes. But I remember that one, because that one's an important one. Alright, we're starting soon, ladies and gentlemen. Timer's off the screen, so we're moments away from the start. Get ready. You're watching your boy Spectre 1. Now, your boy Spectre 1, does he go by a different name in the Elite Division? Because I don't see him on the list. Here we go. Welcome along. My name's Josh from Demo and Garage. And this is the Elite Division here from the SFR GT Challenge. We're about to get into the final. This is it. The race. The big one. What you've all been waiting for. Round number 1 of the Elite Division. It's kicked off finally. I'm glad you're still the Magic Man, Vic. There it is, your grid. You can see Marzan there on top with Cooper in the Atenza. A lot of AMS boys on the right-hand side of that grid. That's an interesting... Did they do that on purpose? Surely not. Surely they didn't do that on purpose, but that looks funny. There he is. There's Cooper. And we're good to go and we're racing. Oh no, there's been absolute carnage at the start. Marzan out in front. I don't know if that's going to be a red flag situation. Well, I'll wait and see. Yeah, it is a red. What happened? What happened here? Was someone stuck? Did we get a replay before they take it away? They took it away. Well, first round. We had all these test races, and we didn't get a single problem. First round of the season, boom, problem right on spot. That's just how it works. Nigel Higginbotham. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out who Spectre 1 is. There we go. Alright. I want to know why I can read the comments from Rockefeller's boys and the SFR boys. It is... That's your boy Arrowhead. Okay. Yeah, they all decide to use different PSN names. Ben AMG. Funny you said that, Alexander. Right. I haven't kept up with the new signings over the week, so that's my bad. God, this cough. You think I would have gotten rid of it by now? Righty.
I'm rocking.
Your homie Arrowhead. Alright, let's see if they can get a cleaner start. I'm not sure what the issue was there. Oh, someone had a jump start, and I think that was Gnarly. I saw Gnarly moving before the green light. Marsden gets away cleanly. Bill Bader up there in second as well, and the AMS team. And Autista's got a good start. He's managed to find himself up there with his teammate Cooper. Bill's around from the lead, and Bill's going to be right at the back of that. I don't know if he was helped along at all. Cooper's leading this one. Oh no! Has there been another red flag? I don't know what's going on with the lobby. This was the start. It was good. It was entertaining enough. Well, this should be the last start. This should be the last start. The red flag, they were just going to have to go on from here. I don't know what the actual issue was there. Oh, you're 305, Eagle. Yeah, you should have stayed with the Ferrari, brother. It's my favourite car. It was good to see someone actually driving it. Doesn't matter. I understand if you didn't want to stick with it. It's a car that I've been driving for like over 12 months. Since the game came out, basically I've been driving that car. So it's a car that I'm acclimated with and that I'm quite used to driving. I don't find it hard. A lot of people do. I just find that car simple now. But it's sort of one of those things where I've been driving it so long, it just doesn't bother me. Yeah, well, if you need to tame it still, fair enough. It would be a long season, I don't blame you. Maybe next season, in Season 3, we can see a few Ferraris join the grid. But there's a lot of people picking the Mercedes. And I don't know if that's got anything to do with its performance at any of the GT World Finals. Interestingly enough, one man who did take a Mercedes to the final in the GT World Finals was Marzan, and he's driving a Corvette. So, has his manufacturer changed? I haven't noticed. That's a cool shot of one of the Stag boys, DNA boys. And Harley and Catch having a conversation in chat. Yeah, good. I like that. If you tame it, I want you to do that for sure. Yeah, Smurf, everyone says the GT4 Ferrari is just easy or like tameable really quickly. Everyone thinks the GT3. I don't know if it's that way anymore. I think since some of the updates, the Ferrari GT3, and again, I actually haven't driven GT Sport for a few months now. But there was a few updates, this could be ages ago now, but where all of a sudden I could actually ride the curbs in the GT3 Ferrari. You couldn't do that for a long, long time. So we'll see what happens. I have to get back in and have a go, but I just haven't had time lately with the new house. I'm still fixing things up here and there, and I've got stuff to do. Anyway, the final go around. This should be it. This will be the last restart for the night. Well, we won't see anymore what I'm trying to say. Alright, let's see. Anyone jumps? No. Waiting for the green light. 3, 2, 1, go! There we are. Marzan's away. Neen Tisto didn't get away very well. Will Bader got caught up in all that. Cooper's back down to 4th, and Doogie getting out wide to get a run. Marzan taking a wide entry into the first turn, and he leads this race with some conviction there in the Corvette. There's Autista. There's the rest of the field squeezing their way through. Cooper, though, up in 2nd in the Mazda. He's all the way down into 7th already, and he's not going to be happy about the start. I got the starts at all the other times, and I forgot to hit the replay marker for the start this time. Anyway, anyway, we live and learn. Let it rip. Tater chips. Ryan Peace, Bessie. Mr. Spec 1, the new driver for Rockefeller. Welcome along. Our leader is AMS Marzan in the Corvette. Absolutely flying at the moment. His teammate Bill Bader's there to give him some support later on in one of the AMGs. And a Lamborghini from Autista. So it's good to see. Good to see different cars on the grid. And interestingly, we've only got 2 AMGs up in the top 6 at the moment. Arrowhead is one of them. He's being beaten now by Toyota. Oh, Neen Tisto's out wide. He's done well to hold that one. Cooper there, side by side with Arrowhead. This stuff is on the limits here. Look at this. Cooper's already back up to 4th after the horrific start he's had, but he's had a good restart there. This is an enthralling race at the moment. I'll tell you what. Having a lot of fun watching these two go at it. Cooper and Arrowhead for 5th and 4th. There's Doogie in the Jag. There's Catch in the green machine. And he's trying to catch a Jaguar. He's got a new livery as well. So they've done a lot of work on that livery. There's DJ. One of the other aim. Look at this, 3 Mercedes, 9, 10, and 11th. I think you'd be happy to see that, Alexander. Don't worry. I'm happy to see it as well. I'm happy to see we're not getting dominated by Mercedes. It's a good car, we'll admit. But 9th, 10th and 11th, they seem to fall back to there. There's Gnarly in 12th, so I'm not sure what happened to Gnarly early on. There's Stag from DNA. He's up into 13th right now. And Princess and Goof. They're going at it head to head. STR. I did forget to mention the cause for today. Every race has a cause. It is World Mental Health Day. That is what they're driving for today. So the opening round can't get my words out today. Goes out towards World Mental Health Day. Good little battle here between Princess. Again, in another one of the AMGs. So they're falling back off the grid slightly early on. Back to the front though is where we want to see. We got our top man Marzan for the AMS boys. He's leading this race just in front of his teammate Bill Vader at the moment. And Bill's going to be happy to see he's not being pressurized at the moment. Autista's in the Lamborghini. So a home race for his manufacturer. The Huracan. And Cooper in the Mazda there. I do love that pink colour. That thing stands out like crazy. It's good to see. And Cooper, well, he's hot on the heels of a GT3 Huracan here. The new TCR Mazda looks really good. I don't know if you guys have seen that out in the wild. Coming to the big hairpin there. Autista using camber in the corner to carry the speed through. And at the moment, Cooper hasn't been able to make any headway into that third position. He was once up there in second early on, but he lost a lot of positions off the start. I don't know if it was just his start performance. He's Nintisto and Arrowhead. These two are going at it as well. Arrowhead up there in the fifth. He's been there now for a few laps. Nintisto punching above his weight in the Toyota Supra. All cars are BOP'd. Catch out wide. And Judoka and DJ having a battle as well down the back behind them. So the race is now starting to heat up as we get into the fourth lap. Arrowhead's been overtaken there. Look at this side by side down in the first turn. It was Nintisto up on the inside and Arrowhead just had to succumb to the challenge. And there's Arrowhead now catching back up. Ooh, Autista's lost a spot to Cooper as well. I don't know when that happened. So Cooper was following behind Autista here down into the first turn, up into the second. And at the moment at the slow speed, he was still there in fourth. Oh, we got him there. That was some bad camera angles from me. Okay, we'll get a recovery of the race in a moment. Cooper's there in third. Autista's there in fourth position. Nintisto's in fifth. So Autista right now is doing his best to keep Nintisto at bay. And they're closing him in at a rate of knots. It's not going to be long before I think they've been pressurized into doing that. This little battle down the back as well. DJ's found his way forward up to seventh. And Judoka and then Doogie. And then I think it's Catch, who's fallen a little ways off his original position. So this lap has been climatic for some of the drivers. Lots of swapping and changing going on out on track at the moment. It's hard to keep an eye on everything that's happening. But this is a great little battle unfolding in front of our eyes, and we're going to keep a close eye on everything that happens here. Around and around. DJ's wide as well. Spike Lord as well. Hopefully I'm saying your name right, dude. You'll let me know, obviously, later in the replay. Judoka there hasn't quite got the pace. Side on with DJ. He did it under braking, though. Much more confident in the DNA man. Up into 7th. Let's have a quick look in first. It's still 1.1 seconds from Bill Beta. Those two aren't really being tested. Apparently the replay doesn't want to work anymore. All right, who needs replays? There's 4th, Neen Tisto, Arrowhead. Well, Tisto's fallen off. Yep, we have lost replays. I don't know what's going on there, ladies and gentlemen. Autista's falling off. I don't know if he's having to do any fuel saving because he's a lot slower than what he was at the start. And the Hurricane there being beaten up into 7th. He was up there in 3rd early on. Doogie there in 8th. So I wonder if Autista's going to be able to keep the Hurricane just ahead of his teammate, or he's going to let him through. Depends on his pace, I'd imagine. Oh, side by side, touching. He's been pushed wide by his teammate. That was unintentional as they were coming around the big hairpin, and Doogie in the Jaguar. Very apologetic. Yeah, I don't know why we've lost replay functionality. That's a bit annoying. So this little battle has changed drivers. There's DJ in 10th. I think is DJ coming in. DJ's coming in. Early stop from this man in the Mercedes AMG. Let's see what he goes to. Back out on the softs. Marzan still holding the lead from Bill Beta in the other AMG there. There's Cooper in the Mazda. He's found himself up into 3rd. Nintisto in 4th as well in the Toyota Supra. So strong start from cars you would probably not expect, but we have seen some good performance from that Toyota in the pre-season. So it should follow through for Nintisto, we'd imagine. There's Arrowhead up into 5th. And he's having a good clean drive right now. He's managed to find his way clear of some of the competition. Judoka's also pushed forward. He's up into 6th. Doogie there in the Jaguar. 7th position for him right now. Autista back to 8th, so keeps falling backwards in this grid. We're not sure what the issue is. Fuel saving, tyres. Let's see what happens at the end of this lap for him. And this is catching the green machine. He's trying to catch up and take advantage of that slowing Hurricane, which would be a moving chicane for him at the moment. There's Princess as well. She's moved forward. Princess has done well, actually. She's ahead of Spike Lord. DJ's there in 12th. So the leader's in. Marzan is in the pits. Soft tyres for him. Cooper as Cooper continued on. Quick stop. Softs back out. Marzan comes back out, almost back into the lead as Cooper went on to continue on with his lap. He's now side by side with the GT manufacturer's Mazda, whatever you want to call him. He's a quick driver. World finalist. Got around Cooper there and he kept it clean. And now Cooper, well, I don't know how much time he's going to lose here from continuing on the lap in the Mazda. We know this Italian circuit is very harsh on tyres. And there's Bill Beta. He'll be net second once this lap continues, because I imagine Cooper's going to have to go in at the end of this one. Everyone opted for the soft to soft option. I didn't quite see anyone go to mediums yet. liking STR's new look? Great job. Goofy boy from Vic. Bill Bader tries to squeeze it. He saw an opportunity. Up on the big sweeping hairpin, turn 10. More chicane. More of a chicane, isn't it? He's now side by side with Cooper. Max Chang's liked the stream. Thank you very much, Max Chang, for your support, buddy. He got around Cooper there. Well done. Cooper there. Left in the dust of a Bill Bader, who's on new fresh tyres as well. Cooper's running his tyres long. He's 7 laps old on these. And unsurprisingly, he's into the pits. Let's see what he does. So it's speed he can do. Coming back out into the field. It's a short pit stop, isn't it? He's 5th. Arrowhead moves forward. I don't know if we've seen Arrowhead enter the pits yet. I do apologise for what I'm about to do because I want to get replays back. I don't know if this is going to fix our replays, but it's worth a shot. Look at this. Arrowhead and Cooper side by side with each other there, and Cooper with the new tyres, the better grip. Arrowhead not able to compete at this level right now with his fading tyre grip. Didn't fix our replay problem, unfortunately. I'll try one more thing though. I think I do have to exit the lobby, and I don't really want to do that mid-race. No. All right. Well, there it is. There's confirmation that there's going to be no more replays for the rest of this race. We had them at the start. It looks like I've broken Gran Turismo. Bautista XR is up there in 8th right now. And DJ, with the early pit stop there in 9th, he's flying forward. And he's going to be hoping to improve his position. Quick smart. Doogie up into 6th right now. Arrowhead's in. Arrowhead out. Where does Arrowhead rejoin? Just ahead of Bautista there. So 7th position for Arrowhead. He had to cut the first corner there a little bit. Under duress a little. Saw the competition coming in from behind. It was a Hurricane GT3. And look at this, Hurricane right now keeping pace with the AMG. Bautista's doing a good job. Can he battle him on and pressurise Rockefeller's man, who's up into 7th right now? Can he force him into an error and possibly move forward? Let me know at home, do you like the names? Or do you like them hidden like that? Do you want to see their names? Or do you want them hidden? I just realised they were hidden. I think I usually show them. It's a lot easier for me anyway, sometimes. With everyone changing their PSNs. Show the names, alright. Dragon Eagle. Yeah, I usually do show the names. I don't know why they were hidden then. Maybe I've accidentally hit something that breaks replays at the same time. We're on board with Judoka here. He's up behind Doogie in the Jaguar. He's going to try and possibly mount a move here. He's getting close. Jaguar squealing under pressure. And Doogie doing everything he can. Opening up the corner here into the left-hander. It's a technical first sector here at Lago and Maggiore. Out wide. Doogie running very wide out there. Lots of points on offer though. Ryan Bessie. Maybe you don't want to see the names. Maybe we do. Well, I like them on. It makes my job so easy. Oh, what's going on today? Give me the leaderboard. Jesus. Lap 10 and 30. I do apologise for that. I don't know what is happening today. Everything's just disappearing on me. I'm hitting buttons I don't usually hit. We lost replays and I've broken the game. Well, no one usually complains with them on, so I'm going to keep them on. There's Marzan flying ahead in first. 2.3 seconds the gap right now, so he's managed to open his lead up on Bill Bader to quite a comfortable one at the moment. There's Neen Tisto in third, so we've got 3 AMS guys. 3 AMS guys, first, second and third. Cooper's been beaten down to fourth. I would go back and replay what happened there, but I can't. I get angry at games when they break my replay, when they break my spectator functionality. It's the only tools you get to enjoy the race. So when they're taken away from you, it is quite frustrating. Judoka here, grinding away on the back end of Doogie. And he's just trying to find his weak points here through the lap. Looks like Doogie's just got the edge on him though at the moment. Quick lap times from Judoka. Oh, they'll stay on. They'll stay on, Ryan. They'll stay on until there's a... what's that thing people do? What's that website where you put up... I can't speak today. I cannot speak today. You put up those surveys, those things where you get people to sign it when they don't like something or they want something to change. Change.org petition, that's it. You can all put up, until there's a change.org petition that you don't want to see the names, they're staying on. Doogie there, oh look at this, Doogie, he managed, he's so confident under the brakes that the other drivers can be taken by surprise at times. And look at this, he's got the speed out of the corner. And Doogie there being swallowed up by an AMG Mercedes. He's up into fifth. And there's 3 guys now fighting for it. Arrowhead's gone out wide. He's going to push him. And he's almost pushed him wide. Coming in a little bit too hot. Judoka's been moved back to 7th. And Doogie, well, he stayed away from all that. And he just retained 6th position. And there's Autista up into 8th. Autista watched it all happen unfold out in front. Can someone say shutting the door? Oh, definitely shut the door. I'd love to show you a replay on someone shutting the door, but we can't do that. Doogie. See, I can't really definitively say if someone shut the door or not. It definitely looked like that. You've got the benefit over me, especially if you're on Twitch, you can create clips, so that's going to be the best way to get a replay straight away. Actually, I think even YouTube, you've got clip functionality now, but you can go back and have a look what we saw on stream. Unfortunately, I can't change the camera angle like I usually can, but if we had the goddamn replays, we'd at least go back and I could make my mind up on it. I know I broke the game, Dragon. I know. I've had this problem before, and you've got to exit the race itself, unfortunately. Yeah, today I'm broken. The game's broken. I broke there's 2 starts where we had to get the 2 restarts. That was all me. It's probably streaming at 1080/20 or something, or 1080p, not 1080/20. Like, I meant 1020p, not 1080p, because I've lost 60p. I don't know why, but I just broke HD. Just imagine it's something I've done. I broke the game and I broke HD. And if you're on Facebook, because you only get 720p on Facebook, you're probably getting like 680 or something. It's all on me. Definitely is. Cooper's still holding 4th position from Neen Tisto there in 3rd, and I thought Cooper might be able to pull him up a little bit. Bill Bader. Marzan's out, back into the lead on the medium tyres, so Marzan's ticked the medium tyre off. Neen Tisto has. We saw Neen Tisto go to the mediums. A lot of the other cars deciding to go in. There's Autista. Doogie and Princess, they're in. Doogie's on the medium. Autista doesn't do it. Princess does it. Alright, if you're ticking them off at home, I usually am. I saw Catch go on the mediums there, or at least he was on the mediums at one point. He's back onto the softs. His teammate Gnarly. Why are they at the back of the grid? I want replays! He's 15th. Marzan there, all the way up in 1st position. And he's laughing all the way to the bank today. 2.4, 2.3 seconds ahead of his team. And it's a teammate as well. He hasn't got a lot to worry about. And there's Neen Tisto in 3rd in the Toyota. Cooper's still got 4th in the Mazda. And he's a fighting force today. There's Arrowhead in 5th. Arrowhead absolutely creaming it at the moment. He's the highest placed Rockefeller driver. He's in the AMG Mercedes. Does that say something about the car? We don't know. There's Judoka and D from DNA. He's chasing him down. Look at the big camber on that corner there. If you've never driven this track, I'm sure everyone has. You can keep a lot of speed through there if you can get that corner right. Judoka torturing the tyres through the corners here. Compromised his turn in there to get a little bit more pace through that corner. That was interesting. And this is where you need confidence in your car and your tyres. Surprised he didn't cut any more of that corner off there, but he's done well. He's catching up Arrowhead at the moment. The gap is 1.2 seconds. Here's Doogie. Autista's there behind him. Spike Lord's gone into the pits. It's a weird name to say, but I like saying it. He's getting fuel as well. Number 6 driver. Let's see where he does he go all the way to the top? Does he fill it up? 85%. He's on the mediums. Alrighty. Well, he's out in the unlucky 13th. He's got Goof behind him there in the Lexus. Now the Lexus. I'm surprised we didn't see more people picking the Lexus actually. But I don't know if the Lexus has been nerfed or wrecked in a BOP update change since last season, the SFR GT Challenge. Goofy giving it his all against a car that is on some fresh rubber. And the STR captain trying to find a way around, poking and prodding, analysing the situation. But I think that AMG's got a little bit more pull on him at the moment, a little bit more top speed. The Lexus though, it should be able to hold it. Let's see if he can do it. He's close. There's Gnarly. Does Nataku, does he find something? Does he find a gap in the competition? He's got a lot of speed through there. They're catching up to DNA Stag as well in 12th. So things are starting to change on track quite dramatically as this race rolls forward. Into the last sector now. Stag out wide. I don't know if the tyres are causing that on him, but Spike Law kept it tight. Nataku there can't quite find a way through as well. He just doesn't have the traction that Spike had. Stag, are we going to see Stag into the pits this lap? Or is he just happy with the way things are going? Was it just a mistake? into the last corner. He's gone. Oh, look at this. Gnarly's gone up there as well in the Aston Martin, number 15. They're all going to be side by side up into the first turn. Gnarly just gets a nose ahead. DNA Stag, he has to deal with that one. Around the outside, Gnarly's gone. He's up to 13th already. Stag steals it back before the end of the corner. Gnarly, though, he's got the inside line. He's got to have the advantage, and he certainly does. That is 2 positions in 2 corners for the Rockefeller man, and great driving from Gnarly. Stag right now, well, he's kept Nataku behind him. That Lexus. The pace Gnarly had, though, that was incredible. I'd imagine the tyre compound is the difference at the moment. It has to be that. Such a big discrepancy between the performance of all those cars. I'd imagine it's the tyre compound being used. Matako's still trying to find a way around. This is going to be his best opportunity at an overtake. Stag's already gone back up onto the inside because turn 10. This is it. This is where it all pays off on the camber. Around the outside, it's definitely possible. Natako needs to get on the power quickly. Stag once again, I think he's already got the advantage on him, and he's not going to be able to make the move. Definitely Gnarly with a great move. Oh, Stag, he understeered here last corner too, and that's where it is. That's the mistake he was looking for. Nataku's through. The team captain's up to 14th. And it's the DNA Stag who now finds himself sitting in the last place position where he can score only 1 point. Bill Bader's caught up to AMS Marzan there. Spikeboard's into the pits, and he's off back onto the softs. All right. So there's a race going on up the back of the field, and there's also a race unfolding up front. Marzan, he did have a almost 2 to 3 second lead on Bill Bader, but Bill Bader, he's punching out the lap times now, and he's putting the pressure on the FIA World Finalist. One of the quickest in the world. He's actually taken that Mercedes to the top step of the podium in the finals. He's also been denied that from stewards in the past. I don't think Marzan's going to let that get to him today in the Corvette, though. This is Neen Tisto fighting on with Turismo Cooper. And as you can see, Cooper's really reeled him in at the moment. There was a big gap between these two early on, but Cooper has not given up. And again, I'd imagine it's the way Cooper and Neen Tisto have been using their tyres, which has made the difference for Cooper at the moment. Neen Tisto inside line, it's going to be a pit stop for Neen Tisto. So there you go, Neen Tisto was on the mediums. Arrowhead's in as well. Judoka comes in. Bautista and Doogie. Bautista needs to find a way through. He can't quite generate the gap, generate the pace as well in the Hurricane. It's a trio of AMS once again. Doogie, Bautista and Neen Tisto. There's Princess. She's up to 7th, and she's looking good. I think she's the highest ranked SDR driver here in the elite division at the moment. She'll be on for some strong points all today as well if she can finish 7th or higher. She's got Arrowhead in behind. We all know Arrowhead is quick. She's got her fellow Canadian friend, Neen Tisto, up in front. 4 seconds ahead. Now, this is it. This is for the lead of the race. Marzan keeping a cool head on his shoulders at the moment. He needs to do that. He needs to stay in control of this race. It is a teammate, but it's still a race. Let's see if Marzan can stop Bill Bader from engineering around to overtaking him here today. You can see Cooper's there, and he's not far off there. I think I'd be putting my sights on Cooper, because Cooper's got some pace here in the second half of this race. Cooper's flying today. He didn't have the pace off the start line, but he's long distance pace here is quite considerable. It's cracking Gelson. I'm pretty sure I'm seeing comments from Rockefeller Racing as well. It's, for some reason it works. On every other stream I do like this, it doesn't work like that. But I do like that I can see your comments as well. It's a good thing. Marzan, 3/10 the gap. Bill Bader. He's close. He's got the slipstream. I haven't seen any bump drafting going on. Oh, quick mistake from Marzan, and that's what I was talking about, the bump draft. Bill Bader just pushes him forward, so they are working together. Let's ride on board with Bill and just see what's happening from his point of view. I think that was the first time it's happened, the bump drafting. Wow, Marzan had a lot of pace through those last few corners. Bill Bader's not been able to keep up, and Marzan's in. Marzan was on the mediums as well, interestingly. Look at that, he's all the way down to 1%. He's going to need some fuel. He's going to need a lot of it. Bill Bader doesn't need as much. 35% for Bill. Bill's back out in the front of this race. So Bill's going short, splash and dash. Nintisto back there in second. Marzan rejoins this race in third. Cooper's there in fourth. They're ahead, coming through. Oh, there's Autista. Splash and dash for Autista on the medium, so it's going to be a short stint on his mediums. Is this going to make the difference here today for him? He's in sixth position, just ahead of Doogie. So we're getting some very interesting strategy calls coming at this point of the race. Some have gone full stint on mediums, some have gone splash and dash right now on mediums, some have gone splash and dash on softs. There's a battle here, a tussle between Princess and DJ. DJ just looks fast. The car just looks like it's a bullet. I know it's coloured like one, but looks aggressively fast, but he's only found his way up to 10th at the moment. Catches there in 12th in the Aston. He did tell me that it would be a difficult task learning how the car performs with the changes that have been made recently to it. In the same car. In the Aston Martin. There's Nataku in 14th. Staggs all the way back there in 15th. Bill Bader, 5.4 seconds the lead. He did splash and dash. He's going to need to come in again. There's Nintisto in second. Third is Marzan. And Cooper there is not far off. There's quite a race on our hands here, unfolding in front of our eyes. Marzan on an alternate strategy. He doesn't have a teammate though behind him at the moment to help him recover from mistakes. We've only seen the one mistake, but that would make such a difference to his finishing position and his performance over the lap. though. He does have Neen Tisto, his teammate, in front of him. The Apex Motorsport boys. They're looking at the strong leaders at the moment. The early favourites here in the Elite Division. 20 of 30 laps done. We're counting down to the end of the race here. There's still some strategy to unfold, especially some splash and dash moments. But seeing how little laps there are left, those splash and dashes might have been all the fuel they're going to need. So we'll have to wait and see. Oh, super wide out of there. Just keeps it off the wall, and Neen Tisto edges ahead slightly. Cooper pulling him in. It's a prize catch on the end of the fishing line, and Cooper, he's got his sights set on him. You can see it's Apex Motorsport Marzan. Can Cooper do it? Can Marzan engineer the overtake on Neen Tisto? His teammate here matching him lap for lap at the moment. And this is what Cooper's seeing. You can see he's just within reaching distance. Neen Tisto here looks like he's sort of under the pump slightly. Marzan not going for the bump draft here. He's got back up onto the inside. Neen Tisto's out wide. Changes the third. And there's Marzan. He's got the move on him. Cooper, though, he sees his opportunity. He's gone side by side with Neen Tisto. He's on the back third panel. He can't quite get the pace over the top of the Toyota. The Mazda and Toyota, though, fighting. Look at this. They're separated by inches on track. And Neen Tisto knows he needs to fight his hardest for this one. Cooper, he's gone up to the inside. He's going to orchestrate a switch over here. As that's happened, Marzan's been caught. Cooper gets him through the corner once again. Marzan's just holding off second from Neen Tisto. He's going to have the inside line, shutting the door, as we say. He was going to have to do it eventually, though, because the corner was coming. Marzan had to turn into it. Neen Tisto's there. Cooper's there. 3 cars right now, all trying to fit onto the same part of the track. Cooper around the outside. He's going the long way. Neen Tisto trying to keep it up on the inside. Cooper's got the grip, and look at that. He's done it. He's finally gotten up into third. And right now, Cooper just wants to catch up to Marzan. Marzan's been able to turn the power up slightly and get away. The gap, though, isn't over a second at the moment. First, second, third, and fourth, they're all fighting for big points here in the first round. The gloves are off, and we're loving it. Loving it. Lap 22 of 30, 8 laps to go. If you're just joining us, don't forget, my name is Josh from Demo 1 Garage, and this is the SFR GT Challenge. And we're watching some of the best drivers in the world right now take on Lago Maggiore in round number 1. And we're about to find who is the fastest on Gran Turismo Sport. Marzan there in second. Our Division 1 from last year, Def's son, was the champion. Yeah, wasn't able to join us this year full time. So there will be a new champion at the end of this season. At the moment, Bill Bader and Marzan and Cooper, I would say your top 3 favourites. And I wouldn't discount Neen Tisto either. Look at this, the guys are fighting for every point available to them. 34 to the top spot. Let's get an update through the field. There's Turg, he's managed to find his way forward in 5th. And that's confident for him at this stage of the race. There's Arrowhead. He'll be trying to get that 5th spot back. That's been his all race. He's down there in 6th position. He's got Autista on his gearbox. Pressurising the Rockefeller man into a mistake possibly. Trying to find a way through. Arrowhead though, keeping a cool head on his shoulders. He's done well today. Let's see if he can finish it off in 6th position as the laps tick down to the checkered flag. We're not far away from this one. Bautista, has he got the straight line speed up into the first turn? He's going to have a go. He's put the car into the gap. Arrowhead stayed on racing line, and he knows he's got the pace over Bautista there into the technical first section. He's just looking out behind Arrowhead's car, and you can see Bautista is there looming. Predator ready to pounce on top of him. Arrowhead is not ready to give up just yet though. Bit of a squiggle out of the back wheels. The Hurricane's there. Here we go. It's AMG versus the Lamborghini. Lamborghini with the inside line, squeezing Arrowhead out wide. And there it is. There's the move. Bautista's forward. And Arrowhead's been left in the dust. Literally. Arrowhead flying off right now. And he's opened the gap up to almost 2 seconds within a few corners. Arrowhead there really struggling to recover from that one. This is Bill Bader, the leader of the race. 6.5 seconds the lead over Marzan. And I'm not sure if Bill Bader's got to come in or not at the moment. Marzan though, he knows he's got a quick man behind him. The name, Turismo Cooper for the Turismo racing team. He's in the Mazda. He's there in 3rd. Cooper's coming in. I'd say this is the last stop for Coops. Does Coop need fuel though? He shouldn't. Tisto's followed. No, it's just tyres. So he's doing the medium stint right at the end of the race. So Cooper will finish the race on a car that's almost empty, but on the slowest compound, the medium compound. Remember, they've all got to race that for at least 1 lap. That is the minimum distance they've got to run those tyres. If you don't do that, you will be disqualified from the final results. But I think they've all remembered to do it. They've all remembered to race the medium tyre. Dan Klein, thank you, bro. Good to have you along. Thank you for liking the stream. If you haven't already done that yourself, please do so. It does help the channel. I don't only do the SFR GT Challenge. I've got plenty of other racing going on during the week as well, including Formula 1, Formula 2, GT3s here in the Gran Turismo Sport. And let us know you like what you're watching by hitting the like, subscribe or follow wherever you are out there in the world. Remember, we're on Twitch, Facebook and YouTube live every single race, so you can pick your platform. You can pick your favourite one. Unless you like Mixer. I'm not on Mixer. There's Doogie in 5th position. Trust me, it took me this long to go to Twitch. It's going to take me just as long, I think, to go to Mixer unless it blows up. There's Bautista in 6th position. Princess there in 7th. There's Judoka there in 8th position. Arrowhead's back to 9th, so he's fallen off a little bit after we last checked in with him. Patrick Laws, yeah, has done the same and liked the stream. Thank you for your support, buddy. Appreciate it, Patrick. Nintisto's going to take the lead. Bill Bader and Marzan, they're fighting for it as they were in the pits together. Marzan's closed the gap. Nintisto as well. This is it. This is to the end. 5 laps to go. It's Marzan versus Bill Bader here. That was very close. I was watching them both come out of the pits, and there was nothing in between them. And this is the elite division, by the way. This is the very fastest out there, and there is nothing separating these two. There's no way Bill Bader's just going to let Marzan go by. Absolutely no way. I thought he was going to let him do that then. And the Corvette having to work hard. The AMG holding its own up in first position. But the Corvette is looming. Bill Bader doesn't know where to go. Marzan's come back across. He's actually slid across onto the barricade. It hasn't slowed him down too much. He's up into first. Bill Bader's there. I think Neen Tisto. Look at this. Neen Tisto's come from nowhere. He's squeezed through them. And he's taken 2 positions out of 1. I want a replay of that. We can't get it. Here I've got a make do replay. This is what was happening on track. Just look out for Neen Tisto on your screens. Oh, I want to see this again. Just keep an eye on him, keep an eye on him, keep an eye on him. Look at this. Neen Tisto came out of nowhere. Stole the positions and we're back to the live racing again. And there he is. He's in first position. And he's just absolutely flying away with this one. Bill Bader and Marzan, who thought they've had this from the start. They've just been bamboozled by this man, Neen Tisto in the Toyota. Welcome Andrea Lynn to the team, everybody. Thank you for the subscription there, Andrea. Loving your support. I think that's a new sub on YouTube, so thank you, Andrea. Bill Bader here, side by side with Marzan. Remember, Marzan was we've seen him in the FIA World Finals. And at the moment, he is in net third position. Bill Bader and Neen Tisto are beating him. Eric Champagne has liked the stream. Hopefully, I've actually never yelled out your name before, Eric. Hopefully that was right. Hopefully I said your name right. If I am saying your last name's wrong, let me know. I will correct it. But let's get to this one. 4 laps to go, and it's Marzan, Bill Bader. Bill Bader's just been beaten as Marzan gets around. And now Marzan's got to work ahead of him. He's got to catch back up to the Toyota of Neen Tisto, who right now is driving it out of his skin. A modern GT40 Le Mans, who knows? This Toyota right now, it's not an LMP1 car. It's a Toyota Supra GT3. I don't know the exact model name of it. I know it is a GT3 car though. And Neen Tisto is just trying right now to stay in lead. 7/10 the gap. Somehow Marzan's pulled him in the Corvette. I've never seen a Toyota and a Corvette duke it off for the first 2 positions before in an SFR race. Here comes Cooper in the Mazda. Is he going to beat the AMG to the last podium position before the end of this one? Bill Bader comes back up to the inside to defend, but he hasn't got the inside line for the second turn. Cooper's got that now. He's got control. Bill Bader, can he get back to the inside? He can't. He's had to cut it back up behind Cooper, and Cooper's there in third. There are no AMG Mercedes right now in the top 3, and that is what we like to see. Unbelievable stuff. Cooper's doing well. Like I said, never discount Cooper's pace. That Mazda flying right now. Can he catch the Marzan? Can Marzan catch Neen Tisto? I don't know what's going to happen. Bill Bader, remember, now in 4th position. He was winning this race not too long ago. And Neen Tisto slotted it through at turn 10, and he's now leading it. It's just unbelievable stuff. A 3-triangle finish. I don't know. This is a great race. Yes, there are lulls in the races, and we have had the lull in this one. Hopefully I'll keep you entertained during them. But this is what you hang around for. You hang around for this. The unpredictability of the SFR GT Challenge. Here racing for World Mental Health Day. And I'd imagine anyone who's gone through depression would be enjoying this one right now. I know I would be. There's Neen Tisto and Marzan still trading blows as the laps count down. There are not long left. We're about to hit lap 28 of 30. Dragon Eagle foreshadowing a 3-triangle finish next week for Pro. Let's see if they can do that. Let's see if they can do that. Neen Tisto, does he have the edge on his teammate Marzan here? 93 Racing. These guys are quick, but you think Marzan might have the better car. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at Nintisto's lap time over the last few laps. So 154. Marzan in the 154.4. Alright, so they're pretty much dead on equal, which is not surprising because they're matching each other at the moment. Here we go, Marzan. Oh, he can't find the room. The 87, driven by Nintisto, is just ahead. This car, I would imagine the Supra's got it in the corners. And this being a track that has got a very technical, well, first sector and a few corners in the last sector, I'd imagine that is where he's just eking it out at the moment. But this Corvette's a very capable car. Look at the pace Nintisto gets through here. Look at the gap he's just built on Marzan, up to 5/10. Cooper's back 2.5 seconds, so Bill Bader's fallen off already. This is unbelievable. This is a great battle for the lead, 93. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Zero, I think, are you trying to say, is this a real banger? Because this is absolutely a banger. This is lit fam AF. Now, please, I need a like for that at least. I'm 30 saying lit fam AF. I'm hip and cool too. Look, there's Cooper in third. 2.5 seconds, 2.8. I don't think he's going to be able to catch them. Yes, it's a banger zero. Absolutely. Look at this. Marzan and Nintisto on the edge of grip. Edge of track limits every corner. Lap 29 of 30. Bill Bader's had to come in and take off those mediums. We're not going to have to see that from these front two, are we? Bill Bader's going to be on some very quick soft tyres. He comes back out into fourth. The gap's 7.5 seconds. I don't know if Cooper's going to be beaten there. But that was very interesting that Bill had to do that. This is Nintisto. Oh, he's just been punted by Marzan. Unintentional. That's how close they're racing together. We've got a lap to go after this. And this is for the lead. This is for all 34 points here in the first race. This is where I think Nintisto has the advantage over his teammate Marzan, is through this sector. Because look, once again, he had it up to 5/10 last lap. He's got it back up to almost 5/10 this lap. Thank you very much, 93. Still recovering from a cold, but commentary can do. Thank you very much. All right, Nintisto. Again, Marzan closes the gap on Nintisto. It's a Canadian trying to win it in the Toyota. This is unbelievable if he can do it. There was so much controversy about people being able to pick whatever car they wanted this season. And we all thought the Mercedes AMG would be the most popular one picked. And we thought it would be a one-make series. We let them pick what they wanted. And look at this. Look at what it's produced. It's produced one of the best races already this season. We've only had one race, but it's going to be one of the best races I think we've seen. And if this trend continues up for the rest of the season, it's going to be an absolute joy to be here for the full SFR GT Challenge season. At the moment, we're on the final lap, and Nintisto just has it in front of Marzan. Marzan keeping it together through the first few turns. Bill Bader, 6.6 seconds on Cooper, so I don't know if he's going to be able to pull him in 6 seconds this lap. Cooper needs to keep it clean though. We saw him drifting it out wide. Nintisto, 7/10. He's got it through the first slow sector. It's a very technical sector. This is where Marzan needs to be quick. He needs to be quick here. Can Marzan do it? Look at that. They're using all of the track available to them. If they make one mistake at this moment, it's going to be all over, and even Cooper could steal second spot. It's Nintisto just ahead of Marzan. This is where I'd imagine Nintisto is going to have the edge on him again. Watch those intervals. He's up to 5/10 already. 5.4, 5.7, almost 6/10. Marzan needs to dive up into the inside, up into turn 10 here. He needs to use the camber to use all the pace he's got coming down the hill. He just follows Nintisto one by one right now. Nintisto in the Toyota. He's winning it at the moment. This is going to be an incredible victory for Apex Motorsports and the SFR GT Challenge as well. They just put on a fantastic show, and it goes to show all the work that those do behind the scenes for us. This is what it produces. Nintisto's leading. Marzan's following. I don't know if Marzan's going to be able to do it. We're running out of laps, and we're run out of corners as we come around the final bend. Marzan just out of reach. Nintisto will see the flag first, and it will be a sigh of relief as he wins all 30 laps. First and second for AMS. Cooper comes in third. Wonderful racing. Bill Bader there with the last final pit stop. He gets fourth. He deserves a podium, but he was eked out by some very quick drivers. Doogie coming around in the Jaguar. Looks like he'll still fifth there at the end. Autista in the Lamborghini Hurricane will get sixth. AMS very high on the board today. There's DNA Judoka. He'll get seventh. Arrowhead and Princess 8th and 9th. Comes Spike in the other AMG there in 10th. Turismo DJ still finishing the lap. Gnarly there in 12th. There's Catch in 13th. DJ coming around. As you can see, a lot of the AMGs were midfield, even halfway down the back end of the, not scoring a lot of points today. So we'll see what happens come later races. Felipe Mota has liked the stream. Thank you very much, bro, for your support. Nataku, the STR captain, will get 14th. That looks like Stag from DNA. He will take 15th today, but it was Marzan with the quickest lap of 1:54.2. And what a race from these two. Nintisto and Marzan. We'll get an interview with them just after this. Look at the AMG, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. Have they been nerfed? Well done, Nintisto. He takes all 34 points today, and he'll lead after the first race. Thank you, Mr. Stinky Bug. Thank you for your support there, bro. Thank you. I'm glad you've enjoyed the commentary. Good show, says Zero. I like it. Yeah, the Rockefeller boys did well. AMS dominated today. And yeah, we will have an interview with them. So I've got to let them know. Who's the fourth one we want to interview? Does anyone there want to interview someone else? We might as well go Marzan, Cooper, Nintisto, and Bill Bader, because I think they were the four that were absolutely captivating us today. Cooper, Nintisto, and we're going to have to go with Bill Bader. All right, they're the four we're interviewing. Hang around if you want to watch that. But that has ended the main portion of the stream with the racing. So that was round one of the Elite Division. We have, same time next week, we'll have the Pro Division racing off here at Lago Maggiore. And full commentary as well from me, your commentator, Josh, here from Demo One Garage. So if you haven't already subscribed or followed on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, wherever you're watching us from, don't forget to do that so you can tune in next week and don't miss a thing, including the F2s and F1 racing we have during the week. But we will go to the interviews, and I'll be right back with everybody in the broadcast. Right, I'm just waiting for our drivers to join the interview room, and we will have a quick chat to them about what happened. But I hope everyone out there liked it. Eric says, bravo, Nintisto. Here he is. Got some fans out there, bro.
Yeah, thanks. It's my first one.
First win. Is that your first win?
Yeah.
Now, we saw your overtake through that big hairpin. You just squeezed through them. Unfortunately, I didn't have a replay function working, so I didn't get to go watch it again, but I would have done that. Where did the pace come from?
I don't know. I think Marza and Bill just slowed down because they didn't want to give I don't know how to say in English. Sorry, my English is not very good.
You're
just
fine.
Yeah. So I don't know why they slow down. So I just pass. It's not my pace. It's them that slow down.
Oh, so you think it was Marzan and Bill who slowed?
Yeah, there was fighting through each other. So I, I I get the pass. I was lucky.
It was a rocket pass, man. It looked like you were flying past at a million miles an hour. It was good to watch. Did
It
you
was fun. Yeah, it was
did you
really.
think you could hold Marzan off for those 5 laps there at the end? Because were your tires dying? What was happening out on track?
It was happening. That was I was sweaty,
Yep.
but with Mars at my back, I knew I cannot do any mistakes. So I think I drive really good, and I had to protect the lines, so everything went well.
Yeah, you did it all. You mistake
Yep.
free. You got the pace. The Toyota, I think, through that second sector after you come back up to the hill, sort of through all the S bends. You also had
Yeah,
you had like the advantage there as well. That must have been nice to know you had that.
yeah. I knew it every time I can get a couple of tenths over there.
Yeah, you were doing it every lap. It was good to see. And then in the Corvette, he'd pull you back up, but you kept your lead and you worked very hard for that win, dude.
Thank.
So congratulations. You've got some new fans out there, I think, tonight.
Pretty cool. Good.
Marzan's just joined
Um,
us. Now, Nintisto was saying you were possibly slowing down because you were fighting Bill Bader when he got the overtake. Was that the case? If you can, you got your mic on mute.
All right, sorry. No, actually, no. I mean, it was a lot of fighting between the pits. I wasn't counting with that. Actually, I mean, everyone here knows that the dirty year here is crazy.
Yeah,
So, yeah, that's the reason Bill actually didn't pass me. I mean, he had the pace, but the dirty year, I'm pretty sure, never let him. So yeah, it was a few mistakes, but definitely was a perfect strategy for Nentisto, and actually congrats him because I know he changed his strategy and he never had a like traffic and everything was perfect for him. So congrats to him.
yeah. Now,
Thanks, man.
obviously, you guys do you guys drive much together, or is it just that you share the same team name?
Well, we not actually drive a lot together, but yeah, we basically change tips like strategy and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fair enough. Because what I wanted to ask, especially you, Marzen, because you've driven at a pretty top level here in GT Sport. Now that I've never seen that before, where you were trading blows lap to lap, catching him through different sectors. Nitisto then had the advantage on you. Bill Bader was there. He was almost fighting off. Cooper was catching you as well. It just that was incredible. That must have been one of the most intense races you've ever been involved with.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Like everything was planned, but since we all, as teammates, we all had the same strategy, it was all pushing hard.
Yep.
So basically, here was all driving. It wasn't like strategy, fuel, anything. I mean, all here for race or results was racing, like hard racing.
And everyone obviously got to choose the cars they wanted. Nintisto went the Toyota, so you got to be pretty happy with your choice. Nintisto with the Toyota early on.
Yeah, I can. I don't know. I'm used to drive that car, so I know it's a good car. So it's an easy choose for me.
It's like me with the Ferrari, dude. And Marzen, you've picked the Corvette. What's your feelings after the first race?
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm not used to drive like these big cars, but I'm not even a fan of it. But I'm just trying it.
I like it, dude. I like it. I like the conviction. Now let's get on to Cooper stealing third place, man, in the Mazda. Well done. That was a great race. What were your feelings after that?
Um, after, I don't know how I felt, but I know after the race, I had to take a piss.
Excuse me, I've still got a cold. I like that. To take a piss. Well, you're back now. That
Yeah,
sweaty, was it?
yeah, and especially since I didn't have any strategy that whole race. Knowing that I could have won kind of hurts, but I can't win every race.
No, you can't. But you were second. Am I not right off the line? Was it just your launch speed that got you caught up early on?
I do not like the launch of. I don't like the launch of the Mazda. It's really hard car to start.
Yep.
Uh, and the thing is about the grid order. In fact, if I take a look at it on the start, I think there was like a few AMGs behind me, and then there was like a Aston Martin.
Yeah, there were
So
a bucket load
yeah,
of AMGs behind you.
yeah. um, just generally cars that can start better than the Mazda.
Yep.
So I knew I wasn't gonna have a chance at the start. So I literally had to make up, every position that I can, just to try and get to the front again. So I'm actually kind of happy with this third place, honestly,
Yeah, man.
during the start, and considering that I came into the race blind with strategy. So
It
yeah,
worked. It worked, man.
yeah,
And third place, you worked hard for it. You had some of the quickest guys racing ahead of you, and you still got top 3. So well done.
yeah. Thank you. This is the BOP on this game is you honestly you just have to fight it. So tracks like this you would prefer power, and then other tracks could be for my car, but then you also have to deal with the power of
Ex-
those other cars, the
exactly.
the Supra. So
I know what you mean.
yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about. BOP, it's always a
it's
contentious issue. Doesn't matter WEC, SFR, GT Challenge. But the BOP's not too bad. But yeah, you're right. There will be tracks that suit you better over other ones. But then it means other
yeah,
cars are going quicker.
yeah. I'm happy that we have a system where you can, if your car is not good enough at a specific track, you have to literally like drive the hell out of it. So I'm actually kind of happy that that element exists in this game and also in this series.
Yeah, it is good. Well, thank you very much, Cooper, and well done again on third. I've got Bill
Yeah,
Bader
no problem.
waiting in the wings. Just lost out on a top 3 spot. You were first, you were second, you were third. What was the difference there in the end for you?
Yo.
Hey.
Oh, I don't know. I think I probably shouldn't have taken the mediums last, but that's what happened. I feel bad for Mars, and it was just miscommunication. Really, I know him and Neen were behind me on soft tires,
Yep.
and I was on mediums, and they were catching me really fast. And we came out of the S's, and I pulled over to the right really to let him go by, and Marzan was just too close to me, and I didn't give much warning, and I let off the gas, and Marzan ran into the back of me, and that's what gave Neen that big run. It was just a miscommunication, really.
Yeah. See, if I had the goddamn replays, we would have seen that. But thank you for opening that one up. That was, yeah, because all of a sudden, Intisto just slotted straight through, and you two were caught napping basically.
Yeah, it really worked out not how I wanted it to, but I know they were both really fast on those soft tires, and I was out front on mediums, and I didn't want to hold the pack up. I wanted them to go ahead and get around and keep running fast.
The team game. No Charles
Yeah.
Leclerc here. Give me the lead back. Yeah, in the end, you did go to the softs in the end. Did you think maybe you could?
Yeah, I just put on
catch up
one
to
lap. No, not softs. I just Cooper had a pretty good gap on me,
Yep.
and I was on the medium, so there wasn't really a chance that I could get up to him and battle. So I just came in. I had enough room behind me to come in and put on softs for one lap, and I had like one lap of fuel. I was trying to go set a fast lap.
Right. I didn't still. Marzen still pipped you to that one,
Still
unfortunately.
got it. That 54.2 is extremely fast.
Oh yeah.
I know him and Neen both ran one, and that's really, really fast in race pace.
It is. Well, I can't wait to see what you guys bring again in 2 weeks. But thanks for talking to me, Bill, and including Cooper, Marzen, and Intisto. It's been a wonderful race, and
Thank you.
go and enjoy your week off and practice hard because I think you're going to need to.
We'll be back.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Thank you, man.
No worries. All right. Well, that will that will conclude the broadcast here tonight. That was the interviews. I hope you enjoyed them. My name's Josh from Demo One, and thanks again to the guys there for talking to me. Yeah, we've got another race next week, same time, so don't forget to hang around for that one. It's going to be a lot of fun. Don't know what else to do. It was a good show. Absolutely incredible stuff from round one. Well, I'm going to say good night, even though it's good day for me. It's good night for you if you're over there in the United States, where you're most probably watching from right now. If you're watching on a replay, welcome along. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And appreciate the support tonight that everyone's given me. All right, well, we'll be back same time next week. My name's Josh. Race Hard on the Edge. See you in the next video. Good night.